Here we go. We have Nush versus Joreuz. Nush, the up-and-coming KSA player, rated around 30 on the leaderboard. We had a little bit of technical difficulties in the previous match. We tried to get Nush in. So we'll have him play against Joreuz today instead to try and prove just how talented he is in 1v1s. And he's going to start with a 1-0 long shot. Joreuz doing his best to recover to stop it. If you haven't seen Nush before, I did just give everybody kind of the intro on him in the previous match, but you might be joining in on the YouTube for the first time. Nush played in one show match against Ahmad. That is the Iraqi Ahmad, the one who won the most recent season of Next Gen. That one did go in Ahmad's favor, but Ahmad's been playing really well. So I wanted to see and get Nush against some more top competition to see with the nerves of the first match gone what he might be able to do. And Joreuz is going to get the reset right as Nush transitions off the back wall and down to the ground. Perfect timing for that shot, and Nush cannot react to it. Wave dash kickoff for Joreuz. We saw Nush in that first game earlier doing a good job of playing his opponent over the ball, recognizing when physical contact is better off than prioritizing racing down to the ball. But right now he is going to get scored on as this 50 goes heavily in favor of Joreuz. Let me go delete the previous prediction, and I'll start a new one for you guys. Joreuz taking it to the sky. Reset bump. No, Nush actually intercepts. Does he have the long shots? He does not. That is wide. Oh, wait. No, it's not. I'm trying to both do the prediction and watch the game. And I thought he missed here, but no, it's on target. The spin helps a little bit, but I think it was already on its way in. All right, you guys have 2 minutes to predict. 2 minutes to predict. Nush. Front flip kickoff. Or front flip off the kickoff, I should say. Not a front flip kickoff, because nobody in this top game is doing a front flip kickoff. Do you prefer wave dash kickoff for the regular one? Someone was talking about how Nush has a top tier wave dash kickoff, and that actually might have been one that he was trying to set up. I think there are uses for both. A lot of the heavy ones mains will almost prioritize the wave dash kickoff over the standard, but you have to have both. As soon as you become one-dimensional in the ones game, you're going to get read and you're going to get countered. And countering that wave dash kickoff is as easy as slightly delaying, usually, if somebody is going to be exclusively doing it. Joreuz, nice takeaway at the midfield. Well-timed backflip challenge as he's headed out to grab the 100, but the ball just reaches that center field at the perfect time so that he can both grab the 100 and be right on top of the ball, which is pretty much the only time you want to go for those backflip challenges. Nush is going to punish right now. Joreuz diving in all the way to the back corner of Nush. Sometimes you can get away with that, but maybe he's learned his lesson now. Nush, not one to be tested with his car control, or specifically maybe his ball control is a better way to put it, as he does scoop up the dribble quickly. Nush fake, and no better time to do it. I love that fake from Nush. Really low quality chance here if he did try and force it, but Joreuz still has to respect it. So you see Joreuz swinging in and prepping up to go on the back wall, maybe to clear off a side flip, an initial side flip, but that one doesn't come. Instead, Nush back around on the play, and the follow-up converts. Really smart from Nush, who's trying to get another possession off a wave dash kickoff. Bump Joreuz, but man, Joreuz just put the heat behind the hook shot, and there's nothing you can do. He actually didn't grab the 100 either. He had one pad to work with, but still 133. Oh, wait, did that have blue trail at all? Or was that 133 pure just off Joreuz's shot? Nush stealing Joreuz' corner. Gonna have a tough time dribbling this in, but I actually like the way he decided to play it, which is very safe. He did not overextend the dribble. He did not use a ton of boost. That was an opportunity to score, though, on that near post. Actually put it too wide. Nush unafraid to challenge and actually just forced Joreuz up in the air. Great read from Nush. Not a bad idea to go up, but as soon as he recognizes that Joreuz is going to try and beat him there, just save the boost and come back down. Nush lusty finish off this air dribble. We'll just hand over possession. Pre-jump, a sideways pre-jump. It actually works out. Joreuz just kind of gets lost in trying to find a way to beat it, and it's going to pay off. My goodness. I was going to say that was a bad idea from Nush to do such a lateral pre-jump, and yet here it is working out, stopping one of the more lethal aerial attackers from really getting any chance on the ball, and Nush cuts it back in field and has a 6-4 lead. Quick recovery off the backflip setup. Joreuz bumped away. And now Nush. Oh my goodness, what a nice reset. As he spins underneath the ball. Still not going to be enough. Oh wait, now he's doing the same thing. He's turtling on his way back to his half. Setting up a dribble off the ground, has the reset, and that actually keeps Joreuz from being able to get a solid challenge. He has to stay at bay because Nush might use it, but nothing comes of it. Low 50, Nush. Will he take the immediate hook shot? He should be able to. Yeah, Joreuz does not have the boost. So 7-4. Nush looking great in this game one against one of the best to ever do it in 1v1. Wave dash kickoff for Joreuz. Got the power he needed to convert off the kickoff, so 40 seconds to get 2 more of those. Nush kickoff win on the standard, and he beats Joreuz to the ball, and it's crossbar down. We talked earlier about the wave dash kickoff and how you have to be able to do it all. And Nush showing that he has the wide range of kickoffs. This kid seems so mechy. And what time has any top young 1v1er not seemed mechy? I guess Dr. Known is maybe one of the only ones who seemed to play purely off of one's smarts. Joreuz, what a shot. Threatening all the way through the dribble. And watch from Nush's perspective. He sees that potential of that lusty flick. Decides to back off there. And then the wave dash cut around the ball. Changes Joreuz from looking like he's going to attack on the far right post to instead slotting it on the near post. So he's going to have to get a couple more kickoffs. And instead it's Nush with possession. And he's not backing down late in this game. Has the reset. He does that same play underneath the ball. That spin where it seems like he's really not threatening and almost trying to go underneath to scoop a shot. But he didn't use the flip this time around, and he'll protect it to the ground. One more opportunity. It'll be an air dribble bump, but Joreuz gets to hit ground. So game one will go to Nush in this match as well, as he's got Joreuz on the back foot in the best of 5. Game 2. Nush looking solid. And confirming what we probably already thought was the case, at least personally, when I watched the Ahmad versus Nush match, I thought it was the case, which is that Nush played really well. Ahmad is just a really high-level ones player. It's unfortunate that I think we've pretty much only been able to get Ahmad against next-gen 1v1ers for the most part. It's definitely time to see if we can get him against some of the other older, great 1v1ers. Nush going to capitalize on a Joreuz mistake in his corner. Nush did not play Ahmad spelt A-H-M-A-D. He played Ahmad A-7-M-D. Joreuz. Great play, but Nush never commits to a save and is able to get that off of the back wall because ultimately the shot was crossing near the post or near the crossbar. Great defensive efforts. Nush has the corner boost. Joreuz was maybe trying to surprise him with a corner pinch, and instead setting up the counterattack. I think he was just going for... What is that pinch called? Basically the pinch off of the attacking corner directly into the net. It's possible, but it's really hard. And I think that's really the only thing that Joreuz could have possibly wanted there, because any sort of pinch, the astral, is that what people say? It's the astral pinch? Because any other pinch is just going to be Nush favored. You know, Nush is there. He's on the back wall. So anything that goes against the back wall is just going to turn to a counterattack. And Nush has a 3-0 lead in game number 2, picking up right where he left off. Is he going... Okay, he's not going psycho. He's just looking to try and play the possession into the opposite corner. And he does a great job. He's playing at such a high speed right now. The 50 is almost guided into the top right, but it's just barely off. Joreuz wants to punish on the counterattack, but Nush sent it into the crossbar and out. Joreuz has a low boost Nush now, but he has a setup that is away from the nets. Not very quick. Nush has been doing this a ton. He undercuts Joreuz to make sure that he can't get the boost. The backflips on target and the follow-up from Nush. He has done this to a whole nother level. He recognizes when he can disrupt his opponent's trajectory. And in the best case scenario, he can even undercut them and carry them out of position before scoring. Now this time, Joreuz, not giving up, is going to just dunk immediately off this kickoff. Nush thought maybe Joreuz was going to back off. Not sure why. With Joreuz winning that midfield boost. Nush demo on the back wall. And it'll be an easy goal. But he decides to put as much heat on it as possible. Only a 109. Nush wave dash kickoff. Joreuz actually does well to not have that score on him. He had to pre-flip to guide it just wide of the post. What a shot! Nush packing the heat on this shot. As Joreuz, with 12 boosts to work with, decides to go all the way out to 50 with him, and felt like he had enough boost to try and save any shot that would follow up, but man, not when Nush puts that much power on it. Joreuz, what a nice pop on the carry. It just cost him a little bit too much boost to start it, so he didn't have anything to follow it back up. Nush, his air dribble falls to Joreuz, who now has a tough defensive play to make, and Nush is just going to decide and stay patient. He wants to see if Joreuz just messes up, and it makes sense considering he had no boost to work with. Joreuz attacking through the air. He has not been able to keep this away from Nush. This time he goes to the back wall in order to make it so that Nush cannot make a play on it, and then instead tries to double it in last second in the top left corner, and Nush is ready for it. Nush just has every defensive read, and a lot of these takes from Joreuz have not been poor. They have been solid attempts, but Nush has kept them out. 7-1 right now. Joreuz trying to be unpredictable in defense. Nush has the reset. Joreuz in and out of the net, but Nush keeps it away from him. It's a GG with 2 minutes left to go. We're going to watch this replay again. Nush, first touch reset, and another reset again just to keep that ball from being reachable. An insane shot. Now we will end the game for them. What a game 2 from Nush. Absolutely on fire. Up 2-0 against Joreuz. I think Nush is 13, right, chat? Might be 14, though. His clan is 14. Which makes me think that maybe he's 14. Game number 3. Nush gets first possession as he tries to flick top left. Now, Joreuz is the kind of guy who can recover from these. I don't know if you guys got to see, but Joreuz and Moxie played in Twitch Rivals, and Joreuz was actually live during the entirety of the event. Both of them were. But it was fun listening into Joreuz' mindset because he kept his mic on and was talking through the whole thing. I believe game number 1, he lost something like 8-1. He got absolutely trounced by Moxie in game 1. But he's got the mentality of a champion, and he did not let it get to him. And I believe he ended up winning that series 3-1. I think he won the next 3 games. Nush is stopping this on the goal line to force Joreuz to come back before he gets his first goal. So we'll have to see a similar level regain from Joreuz here against Nush, because Nush just looked so solid. Nush, for some reason, flying up to the ceiling, gets the reset, and then uses that to get the save. And, oh, he should have another goal, but no, he missed wide. So interesting. I wonder if the way Nush decided to play defense there would have actually, covered the high shot as well, knowing that be able to get back down for the low. But I mean, it doesn't seem like the necessarily the right play. But the way Nush is playing right now, it seems like everything he does, it's time to consider is the right play. Joreuz passing to himself off the wall. High speed setup, but the resulting shot isn't great. He's trying to give Nush a taste of his own medicine as he undercuts him, but Nush does not just tap the ball to Joreuz. Has the foresight to see that Joreuz trying to get around the play, and he just slams on the break, power slides, and cuts it infield. Wave dash kickoff for both. Joreuz with the advantage. Feels like a crucial possession for the longevity of this match. Man, what a save. Joreuz needs to get going. Nush loves going to that back wall to get his reset. Joreuz does not have this covered, and it is just going to be a goal. Joreuz throws the close one. I don't know if he's given himself a bit of flack for not really being close to finishing off that dribble. Nush, no boost to work with, so no surprise. Plays it patient and slow. 50 doesn't work, but he keeps surprising Joreuz with these challenges. Nush got enough boost. He felt good about turning to attack the ball. Joreuz undercutting Nush now. Cannot win the race to the corner boost, so it will be a Nush possession. Nush dribble from his own back corner. He's going to go for the pogo. He is! Top right, not quite in, but the follow-up is. Nush. You could see the pogo cooking on its way down to the ground. And he perfectly places it, or not quite perfectly. He does a pretty good job. And enough that he's able to follow it up. My goodness. Nush, a kickoff win. Knows he's not going to win the race to this one. And that's been one of the most impressive things about Nush so far in this match, is his recognition of every take, understanding when it will advantage him, when he's been beat, and never seeming to get it wrong, which is very hard to do. Especially it's hard to do when you're playing on 100 ping. The Joreuz is 20. Of course, KSA guys having to play on EU servers. Joreuz on the board. For the first time in a while, what desperately needs to be a turnaround for him. Joreuz bumped, but he has boost to work with. Don't think he's too worried in this position, and Nush is actually going to have to back off. So Joreuz with possession. I think we need to see a goal here for Joreuz, and it doesn't have to be crazy. It can be a nice simple double jump, whatever it is. It has to convert. And Nush, who's been attacking Joreuz like crazy all game long, he's been turning and doing his best to immediately retake possession anytime he loses it. Means Joreuz probably expecting that early challenge and knew he could get around it with the kind of space that he had. Joreuz, nice shot, wave dash low. Nush has been playing defense high all series long, and Nush does it again off of the backboard, but this time cannot get the low save. He managed to get them every other time before this. Joreuz is one of the kings of comebacks in 1v1 for the reasons I mentioned before. You know, we talked about the Joyous Moxie comeback that he did recently, which was in Twitch Rivals, not on my stream, but he also had another crazy comeback from what was essentially a lost series against Moxie on my channel. And I think he knows how to come back against more than just Moxie. Joreuz off the ceiling on the bounce. Has enough boost with this carry. Has a reset and tried to slot it top left. He definitely would have had Nush surprised. No way was he going to react to that sudden burst in time, but Nush gambled and paid off because Joreuz missed. Joreuz wants to get 100 boost, but can't do both covering the ball and grabbing it. Nice fake here, as Nush's speed has finally seemed to play against him, but he turns and he immediately challenges. Joreuz is more ready for it this time. He's seen Nush do this on almost every possession. Joreuz is going to be respawning, and it's a really tough position to play out of. 10 seconds left to go. Nush is trying to bait Joreuz into a bad challenge. He refuses to play the ball right to him. Joreuz has his save, though. He needs to keep it up. He should be able to get this goal. By all means, Nush should not have the recovery, and Joreuz will carry it in for the tie game. 0 seconds. Joreuz back against the wall. Nush tried to play that as slow as he could, but it wasn't slow enough. He left a couple seconds for Joreuz to work with. Huge kickoff goes in Joreuz's favor. Does not take the wall to air dribble. Shows you how safe Joreuz wants to play this crucial overtime. Not often do you see Joreuz not playing that, but Nush wins a 50 around his net and gets a sweep against Joreuz. In retrospect, maybe Joreuz would have felt better about taking that aerial play that he's normally so good at, but it is a little bit riskier. Instead, Nush wins on the ground and a 3-0 sweep against Joreuz. Chat, here we go. We have Nush versus Dark. We've had Nush play on the stream once before against Ahmad, the Iraqi Ahmad, and that was Nush's debut. He is a 13-year-old, maybe 14. I know he's a next-gen age-range player coming up in KSA, ranked around 30 in the world right now, and he's going to try his luck against another one of the top youngsters in Saudi Arabia, which is Dark. Does he have what it takes to take him down? We had Nush go up against Ahmad because Ahmad won Next Gen, the last Next Gen that we played. And now he's going up against, I believe, the player that finished second in that tournament, which was Dark. Can he take down the second best? He looked good against Ahmad, but Ahmad is just a very solid ones player. Hopefully we can get Ahmad against some more people as well, because Ahmad has been playing far too solidly not to see, where that ends. Nush with the double jump to get his first goal. Not letting himself get too far out of position here. Dark is going to be exactly like he always has been, which is recently crazy wave dashes. Just dashing like a madman and thinking about the purpose later. And he's going to allow Nush to get a second goal. Thank you for saving you from your Rocket League content drought. Yeah, no recent Rocket League content has been going on. Thank goodness I was here to save the day. To be fair, though, actually, it is like a bit of a wasteland. This is being recorded just after RLCS Worlds finished. And this morning, I went to go just look at Twitch to see who is live, and almost nobody's live playing Rocket League. Just the whole world comes to a halt after the World Championships. But I wasn't there, so I did not come to a halt. I'm ready to get some games in, and some people are ready to grind out as well. I mentioned this at the start of the stream. I'm trying to get together a small tournament later this week of players who will be playing in Gamers 8s, representing their team in 1v1. Hopefully, now that everybody's there, I think most of the people who went to EU for Worlds are staying there for Gamers 8. So there should be a good amount of players there that we can get some matches from. So hopefully it works out. Of course, everybody's a bit busy today, traveling around, so can't say it for sure. Nush is allowing Dark to get his second goal. Dark stealing that back corner boost and taking it across the whole field. Is Dark top 100 again? I'm not sure if Dark has grinded out top 101s, but he does seem to be at a similar level. He talked about how he actually does not enjoy, that's a great recovery, grinding one's ranked anymore, but is still interested in show matches. Nush just quick enough to beat out Dark. Dark slams this into the crossbar. Nush is so high on the save. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's not the worst way to play against Dark, knowing how Dark likes to play. It's really tough to see him taking anything simple and free, but Nush really forced him to. Nush was so high up on the backboard that Dark said, okay, if you insist, I will roll the ball low and tie up this game. Nush right now trying to beat Dark out in speed, and actually makes it work out by turning in and demoing Dark instead of making a play on the ball. I really want to ask Nush about his Super Bowl goal explosion. Is he just super into American football? Which is not something I expect to see from a Saudi player, but you never know. Nice play from Nush. Threatening the whole way through the air. Really one of the first aerial attacks we've seen from him. Dark was thinking about the high challenge and still wasn't in a terrible position though, as he reset on that near post. But Nush threatened high and Dark had to jump. Nush undercutting Dark very intentionally off the kickoff. Like the way that he has been playing the defender so far in this 1v1. Recognizes that you don't have to rush to the ball if you can just take the opposition out of the game. Nush is really trying to be creative on offense right now. Staying all over the ball and getting bumped up by Dark, getting setups that aren't perfect, but he's trying to make them work. Dark has 38 boosts to work with, and Nush in the air again. This time, will he actually take the musty? No. And Dark was prepared for that. Made sure to get low enough to get the save. Now it's Nush again. Almost able to bait Dark into a bad challenge. This time, maybe he did, as he keeps it away from Dark. Dark trying to rush back to the ball. Didn't realize just how high he would have had to go. I think he had some boost left over had he taken an angle to where Nush was going to be. He wasn't expecting to get beat. Yo, Moldy Midget, thank you for the tier 1 for 18 months. 18 months is insane. Long time support. What do you think NA needs to compete? You know, I'm not really sure. I do know that just about everybody... Oh my goodness, Dark. Nice reset. The double is free for a guy like this. And the pogo, too. The pogo at the end for the fans. He knows how much the fans appreciate that. Not a terrible attempted challenge by Nush, either. When Dark is taking that dribble that high. But what do I think North America has to do? Let me pivot that. Let me pivot that and say there's even more. I think Europe has some workshopping to do as well. Because Vitality proved to be untouchable. There's like a few different levels. First level is Vitality. Then a level under that seems to be 2 through 4 of EU. And then it's everybody else. So there are a lot of people who have to try and figure out what to do. We'll see if this Gamers 8 format coming up helps or hurts. I have a feeling it might even just help Vitality. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and say it hurts. I'm going to say it hurts just because they've proven to be so incredibly dominant in 3v3 that I couldn't imagine them losing another 3v3 tournament. But maybe they could lose Gamers 8 if the 2s and 1s don't work out for them. Dark. Trying to hit multiple resets in the process of tying this game. He has 30 seconds to get one more goal. That has never changed the way Dark is going to play, though. Nush seems to be having a really well-rounded attack. Want to give him a lot of credit. At first, he was not playing the aerial game, but then he showed he had the creativity, and when you do that, you're able to farm some 50s like this one, where he pulls off the ball and is able to tap it in off of Dark's touch. 21 seconds left to go. Nush freestyling now with the ball. I don't think he's terribly worried. As long as he has possession, it's not likely that he can drop this game. He wants to put on A shot for some style. Interesting fake. I don't think he's trying to fake. Dark is out of this game. I think he's just going to go change his preset. I think Nush was trying to like pre-flip underneath it and get a touch, but either way, it was a nasty fake. And now he's got 9 seconds to show us something sick, or is he just going to wait it out? I want to give him a chance to give us a freestyle. Doesn't seem like he wants to, though. Game 1 going to go to Nush. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. He does have a freestyle. Okay. Okay. All right. I like it. The side dribble is actually like a pure freestyle thing. You almost never see any competitive players working on the side dribble because it doesn't have a ton of use. But that was nice. Nush up 1-0 in a best of 5.